So I own a 2005 C6 Corvette, and if you've been around my channel at all, you might just remember that a few weeks ago I did something to this car that was extremely dumb. Oh, I think we have a problem. The paint's crackling everywhere and the headlights look super cloudy. So with my headlights entirely destroyed, I was really left with about three main options. The first of those was to pull the headlights from the car, replace the lenses, and move on. The second was to pull the headlights from the car and put in the same factory headlights, just essentially a replacement with a new headlight. And the third was to upgrade them to something like the Morimoto XB headlights that look a lot better on the car. And I sat there and I kind of contemplated this because there were various different cost levels associated with it. Replacing the lenses could have been done pretty cheap for, $100 to $200, whereas new headlights and Morimotos would definitely be more towards $1,000, if not even more than that. But eventually I kind of sat there and thought about it, and I said, well, you know what? If I'm going to have to pull the headlights out of the car no matter what, I would rather take something really good and put it back in and use this as an opportunity to upgrade them. So that is exactly what I did. I went ahead and chose to go with the Morimotos. Now, as far as the install of the Morimoto headlights went, I thought it was pretty easy, maybe a 4 or 5 out of 10 in terms of difficulty. However, it is extremely time consuming. It took me about 7 hours. I did it on my own. If you can get a friend to help you, that will make a large difference. There's a lot of small, little tedious things that you can get caught up on and end up taking a lot longer than they really should. However, a good tutorial such as the one that I found and used from Fast Cars Live will get you through this. Huge shout out to him. I'll be linking that tutorial in the description because it made my life and a lot of other people's, I'm sure, a lot easier. So starting out, I ended up putting the car up on jack stands with the wheels off. Here's the headlights as they are. They look pretty bad, and this is definitely a way to do it with no wheels on. Later on, headlights out, I managed to do it without having to remove the front bumper, just taking apart the body panels, and then I put them back in, and here's how it looked. So with the new Morimotos now into my C6 Corvette, I thought that they looked absolutely great. I was so stoked to have them in the car and couldn't wait to get it on the road. And that was all fine and dandy until I went ahead and took it out the following night. And as I did, the headlights came on, and I started to notice as I was going under bridges and whatnot that they were getting lit up, and I said, that's kind of strange. And shortly after that, as it fully got dark, I started to realize that my headlights were pointed into the trees. Now, you see, there's a step involved in this entire process where you have to actually adjust where the beam is going. And I said to myself, I'm sure they did an okay job from the factory. I don't need to do that, and skip that. I was completely wrong. If you end up doing this, make sure that you adjust them. That's what I'm about to do, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to end up doing it. But yeah, mine were pointing into the trees, into the back of people's cars, so that's a bit of an issue, and I do think that we should fix it right now. So the first thing we want to do is put some painter's tape on a garage door. You want it 25 inches off of the ground and 27 inches out from the center of the car on each side. This will give us something to align to. Then on the side of the car, when you work on each side, you want to turn the wheel away from the side that you're working on. There is this rubber panel back here that will allow us to adjust the headlight. There's 3 of the little kind of pop-out clips in there that you just remove with a flathead screwdriver, and that will give you access. You only need to remove maybe 3 to 4 of them really to be able to get this panel to fold back. And once you can bend it back like that and you go up inside of the headlight, you'll notice there's 2 gold screws, one just on the edge of the frame and the other right in the middle of the screen. An 8mm socket or a Phillips head will allow you to rotate these. One of them does left to right movement, the other does up to down, and you just got to kind of figure out which is which. So I went ahead, started turning it, and as you can see, that right headlight is coming down right now, and I'm just getting the center part of that slanted edge to line up right in the center of the tape that I marked. Doing the other side, the pretty much exact same process. You're going to want to align it and then turn the wheel straight and check that it is aligned with the wheels straight, not turned. So at this point, I had aligned both headlights. As you can see, they're right on there with the wheels dead straight, so you might have to play around with it, turn the wheel back, and put it back to the middle to actually get it to line up. But once I was at this point, they're all done and pretty much exactly like they are supposed to be. So I took the car out on the road real quick to make sure it worked. and they pretty much were flawless. And if you're on the fence of getting these Morimoto headlights, I can say it is worth every dime. And that's just about it. Quick video this week, so thank you for watching and have a great day.